Day ahead today. The rain that we've got at the moment across southern and eastern Scotland will clear, leaving brighter skies behind. Drier for Northern Ireland, but still the risk of some heavy thundery downpours almost anywhere across England and Wales, but they are going to be hit and miss. I'll have all the details later. Right, Sal, and some of us had a real deluge as well. Good morning, everybody. Now, this morning we are starting with some rain in some parts of the country as well. And today we'll have, again, scattered thunderstorms. It's a good way of describing it because not all of us will catch one. But like yesterday, if you get one, it could be torrential and it could actually lead to some flash flooding. This morning we've got some more persistent rain across southern and eastern Scotland. That will move away and then it will brighten up, drying up too across Northern Ireland. But for England and for Wales, this is where we're prone to those thunderstorms. Now, don't take this distribution of them as gospel. They could be anywhere, but as I mentioned, not all of us will catch one. The other thing too is we've got a brisk northerly wind. So today is going to feel cooler across the board than it did yesterday. Yesterday's top temperature was in Coningsby in Lincolnshire at 32.1 Celsius. Today's top temperature is more likely to be around about 26. Now, as we head through the evening and overnight, we hang on to some of those thunderstorms. Still, some of them will be torrential. Clearer skies moving in across Scotland and parts of Northern Ireland, and still this brisk wind coming down the North Sea and also down the west coast as well. Fresh across the north of the country, 9 to 11 degrees, but still in the far southeast, it still will be quite uncomfortable for sleeping. So into tomorrow, here are our thunderstorms. They're pushing southeastwards, becoming largely confined to southern areas through the course of the day. Brighter skies for the most part across the north and the west, but you can see our next weather front just waiting in the wings. And these are our temperatures, 12 to 25. Sal and John.
Carol.
Morning both. I can tell you I saw rain for the first time in weeks this morning when I was driving into work, and there is more rain in the forecast in the shape of some thunderstorms as well. Rather like yesterday, we're looking at scattered thunderstorms, especially so across England and Wales. Now, if you catch one like yesterday, there will be some torrential downpours, the risk of some flash flooding, but not all of us will see one. What's happening is we've got this area of low pressure moving up from the south, and we also have this weather front which is slowly today going to clear eastern and southern Scotland, where we are starting with some persistent rain. 1 or 2 showers dotted around Northern Ireland, and you can see more rain coming in across the south, and this is what's likely to turn thundery as we go through the day and become more widespread. So there goes the rain from Scotland, leaving a fair bit of cloud behind it, the odd shower here and there, drying up nicely in Northern Ireland, and then the scattered showers develop across England and Wales. Now, they're not necessarily going to be where you can see them on the map. They could be anywhere. They are hit and miss, but as I mentioned, torrential. The other thing is we've got a noticeable northerly breeze today, and that's going to take the edge off the temperatures. So it's going to feel cool, and the temperatures are that bit lower anyway. 12 to 17 is what you can expect in the northern half of the country, 20 to about 26 as we push further south. Now, through this evening and overnight, we hang on to a lot of these thundery showers, really banging away through the course of the night. To the north, though, there will be some clear skies around and still quite windy, especially that wind coming down the North Sea coastline. Temperatures 9 to 17 degrees, still quite muggy across some southern areas. Tomorrow then we start off with some thunderstorms across the south. Now, through the course of the day, what you'll find is they'll start to retreat towards the southeastern corner. There'll be quite a bit of cloud tomorrow across much of England and Wales, but drier across Scotland and also Northern Ireland, where we will see some sunshine. But you can already see the next weather front just waiting in the wings. So temperatures 12 to about 25 degrees. Now, swiftly moving on into Thursday. On Thursday, we've got a weather front coming in across the north and the west, bringing in some rain. That too is going to be slowly slipping southwards and eastwards, but probably not getting into the far southeast where it should stay dry. The other salient thing about Thursday is the change in the wind direction. So no longer coming from a northerly component, but it will have a west or a southwesterly, so temperatures will actually go up a little bit. So we're looking at highs by then between 15 and about 25 degrees. But it is going to turn windier, especially so on Sunday, with coastal gales in the southwest. Sal and John.
Carol, thank you very much indeed. Almost normal.
Day ahead today. We also have some rain across southern and eastern Scotland that will clear, leaving brighter skies, drier in Northern Ireland. But for England and Wales, once again, some torrential, thundery downpours, but they are hit and miss.
Okay.
So what it's telling you basically, John, is that we've got some more thunderstorms in the forecast today. Now, they're mostly across England and Wales. They will be more widespread than they were yesterday, but they're going to be hit and miss as well. You can see them already coming up across the English Channel. Whereas across eastern and parts of southern Scotland, we've got some rain that will continue to move away through the morning, leaving brighter skies behind. Drying up in Northern Ireland, still some showers across parts of northern England. Then for the Midlands and Wales, something brighter with some sunshine. But you can see all the thunderstorms across southern areas coming in from the south and pushing northwards as we go through the course of the day. Now, they could strike anywhere, literally, and because they're going to be downpours, if you catch one, it might lead to some flooding issues. The other thing is it's not going to be as warm as it was yesterday. Yesterday in Lincolnshire, we had 32.1 Celsius. Today's top temperature likely to be 26. Now, through this evening and overnight, we still will have some of those thunderstorms lingering, still some heavy downpours, clearer skies across Scotland and Northern Ireland, and these are our overnight lows, 9 to 12 in the north, but still quite muggy as we push further south. Tomorrow we start off with those thunderstorms across some central areas. They're going to push steadily southeastwards through the day, drier and brighter to the north and the west before the next weather front arrives. And these are our temperatures, again, cooler than today, top temperatures of about 21. John and Sal.
Cooling down. Carol.
John, about yesterday, some places did get a deluge and some saw none at all. Good morning, and it's going to be the same again today. Now, the Met Office has a yellow weather warning out for thunderstorms across England and also Wales. They are hit and miss, but if you catch one, it could be torrential and it could lead to some flash flooding issues. The other thing is they're going to be more widespread than they were yesterday. Lots of them are coming up connected to this area of low pressure from the south. We also have this weather front, which is moving steadily eastwards, and that will clear the rain that we currently have across parts of eastern and southern Scotland. There's a few showers this morning across northern England, but it's the ones coming across the English Channel heading north that are already thundery, and we'll see further thunderstorms develop. At the moment, in between, across parts of central England and Wales, we've got some sunshine here and there, and it's drying up quite nicely too across Northern Ireland. But the showers will continue through the course of the afternoon. Don't take the location of them on my map as being exactly where they're going to fall. They could literally be anywhere. Now, it's going to be breezy today as well. We've got that northerly component to our breeze. So today's going to feel cooler than it did yesterday. Yesterday's top temperature was in Coningsby in Lincolnshire when it reached 32.1 Celsius. Today our top temperature is more likely to be around about 26. Well, through this evening and overnight, we hang on to some of those thunderstorms. Still some torrential downpours embedded in them. And you can see too, clear skies developing across northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland. And here it is going to be fresher with overnight lows 9 to 11 degrees. Brisk breeze down the North Sea coastline and still quite muggy as we push down towards the south. So tomorrow we'll start off with some thundery downpours across the Midlands, treat down into the southeastern corner, leaving a lot of cloud in their wake, but sunnier skies across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland before the next weather front comes our way. If anything, it will be cooler again on Wednesday. We're looking at highs 12 to 18 in the north, maybe 25 or 26 in the south. Now, heading on into Thursday, a weather front coming in across the north and the west is going to bring some rain slowly slipping southwards and eastwards, but probably not getting in to the far southeast where it will remain dry. The other thing of note is the change in the wind direction. So we'll have been used to a northerly component. Now we're going to have more of a west or a southwesterly component. So temperatures will go up a little bit compared to where they have been. And then as we head on from Friday into the weekend, once again, we've got weather fronts moving across us, bringing some rain at times, but nothing too substantial until we head into Saturday and Sunday. And then we will see some more rain. Rain initially on Saturday getting into the north and the west, probably moving as far south as northern England. South of that on Saturday, it should be dry. And then as we head on into Sunday, what we're looking at is more rain, and it's going to be much more windy than it has been as well. The other thing is we could well be looking at some coastal gales across the southwest. Temperatures coming down 18 to about 22 Celsius. So as John said at the outset, or Sally, you might mean yourself, it really is very changeable and has been and is going to continue to be in the next few days.
Carol, I will claim that one. Thank you very much indeed. Whoever it was,
Sal.
let's say it was me.
You heard it here
It was
first.
definitely you. Third day ahead of us today. We've got rain clearing Scotland, brightening up and drying up in Northern Ireland, but some further heavy thundery downpours across parts of England and Wales. I'll have all the details later. Good morning, everyone. The next few days is also going to be quite changeable. Today, we've got further scattered thunderstorms primarily across England and Wales. They're hit and miss like yesterday. Not all of us will catch one, but if you do, there is the risk of flash flooding. We've also got some persistent rain across parts of eastern Scotland, continuing to move away into the North Sea, leaving some showers behind. Drying up in Northern Ireland, and it's for England and Wales as we go through the day. We'll see further thunderstorms develop more widely than yesterday, but as I mentioned, they will be hit and miss. Quite a brisk northerly breeze, so feeling cooler than it did yesterday as well. Temperatures in the north, 12 to about 18 degrees. As we come further south, we're looking at a top temperature about 24 degrees. Yesterday, incidentally, the top temperature was 32.1 in Coningsby in Lincolnshire. As we head on through the evening and overnight, we hang on to some of those downpours, thundery as well. Some clearer skies in Scotland and northern England, one or two showers at times getting into Northern Ireland, and a brisk northerly breeze down the North Sea coastline. In the north, fresher night for sleeping in, still quite uncomfortable as we push down towards the south. So tomorrow we start off with the thunderstorms across some central areas, South Wales, eventually pushing down into the southeast through the course of the day, brightening up later from the west. And for Scotland and for Northern Ireland, you'll see some sunshine through the course of tomorrow. But temperatures a little bit lower than today. We're looking at 12 in Lerwick to highs of 22 in Liverpool and also London. Sal and John.
Carol.
To you too, and I'm going to show you the rainfall totals over the next 3 days. So if I run this sequence, this is what we are expecting, and if you have a look up here, here's the key. So for some with the very light blues, really not much at all, if anything. And if we zoom in so you get a closer look at the southeast, where of course we've been devoid of rain for some time until yesterday, well, look how we've got the dark blues indicating 30 to 50 millimetres. Now, these are thunderstorms that are producing these batches of rain. So they do vary depending on where you are. So the pale blues, again, not much, if anything, to write home about. We do have some rain at the moment. The rain's been pouring down across parts of eastern and southern Scotland into northeast England this morning. And we've also got all these thunderstorms coming up from the south. Now, at the moment, most of the thunder and lightning is in the English Channel and around the southwest peninsula. Hasn't actually made it inland, but it will do as we go through the day. And if anything across England and Wales, the thunderstorms will be more widespread than they were yesterday. But it still is going to be hit and miss as to whether or not you catch one. But if you do, like yesterday, it could well lead to some issues with flash floods. The rain clears from eastern Scotland, leaving a lot of cloud behind it, a lot of cloud too for northern England, and at times there'll be a fair bit of cloud across Northern Ireland and western Scotland, but we should see some bright skies. With a keen northerly breeze, it's going to feel cooler than it did yesterday. Temperatures 12 to about 24 degrees. Into this evening and overnight then, we hang on to all these thunderstorms through the course of the night. There'll be clear skies in Scotland and northern England, a few showers getting into Northern Ireland, and a keen breeze down the North Sea coastline. These are our temperatures. More comfortable for sleeping in the north, still uncomfortable in the south with overnight lows of 16 degrees. We start tomorrow then with the thunderstorms across central and eastern areas into the south, and they'll push off into the southeast through the course of the day, leaving a fair bit of cloud, but some sunshine for Scotland and Northern Ireland ahead of the next weather front coming our way. And temperatures 12 to 18 in the north, 19 to 22 in the south, so temperatures slipping a bit more. As we head on into Thursday, there'll still be a lot of dry weather around. However, a weather front coming in across the north and the west will introduce some rain, and that's going to be slipping southwards and eastwards as we go through the day. Something else that's salient about Thursday's weather is the change in the wind direction. So at the moment, we're looking at north or northeasterly winds. By the time we get to Thursday, we're looking at west or southwesterly, which is a milder direction for us. So temperatures will actually go up just a notch or two, our range 15 to 25. Now, as we head from Friday and into the weekend, low pressure is still in charge of our weather for a time, and we do have weather fronts that are going to be crossing us, so they will bring in some rain at times as well, particularly on Saturday in the north and west and across us on Sunday. And on Sunday too, it is going to be windy. John and Sal.
Bit of everything. Carol, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.